Ladies and gents, today I would like to review a very controversial fragrance in my opinion from Abercrombie and Fitch, First Instinct Together. And I'll tell you a bit later why I think it is controversial. As you probably noticed, I have quite a few fragrances from Abercrombie and Fitch, and I've started to collect them after I first smelled Authentic from Abercrombie, and I liked it so much that I wondered to see what other fragrances they released, and since then I have quite a few fragrances in my collection. And so far so good. All the fragrances that I have from Abercrombie and Fitch I love, but this one, First Instinct Together, leaves me with so many question marks, and here is why. So let's go straight to the notes and talk about them. And in the top we have pineapple and we have red currant. So let me do a few sprays on my skin just to remind myself the scent. And from the first sniffs and from the first seconds, I'm very confused and I have a lot of questions and I have quite a few concerns about the quality of the ingredients and about the blend of the ingredients. So from the first sniff and from the first seconds, I get a blast of a sour note to mix together with a punch of powdery note that makes this fragrance in the beginning, in the opening, to feel quite weird to me and a little bit punching. And honestly, it just doesn't appeal. It is not appealing to me at all. The pineapple is giving me a really very sour taste, which is also weird at the same time. It's like a green pineapple that didn't manage to ripe on the bush, and when it was green, it was just cut off the bush and it was sliced. And when the fruit is green, you have this very sour, metallic-like type of taste. It's not like that ripe pineapple when it's very juicy, it has like a very sweet kind of sour taste, and it managed to soak in all the sun, and it has its time when you can eat it, and when you slice it you cannot stop eating it. Not at all, nothing like that. It's not the type of pineapple. This one is very sour. It also has like a metallic undernote to it, and it gives me all this kind of weird feeling and sensation. In addition to that, we have red currant, which is also sour, and it kind of boosts the sourness of the pineapple. So this combination is quite I would say weird to me. I don't understand it, and I don't think they also used good quality ingredients for that. So yeah, the top notes are no to me in this fragrance. I also do not like at all this combo of sour note together with the punch of powdery note that I get in the beginning. It gives me a feeling of a very cheap fragrance, and also it gives me a feeling of a vibe of a fragrance that comes straight from 90s, which feels a very generic and very cheap type of scent. In the middle we have notes like Lily of the Valley and Peony. So honestly, maybe after some time I could say that I can feel some traces of the Lily of the Valley, but peony, honestly, I have no idea where they are, so I do not get any peony note here at all. I still can feel a lot of sour note together with the powdery note, so maybe just a little bit of Lily of the Valley if I close my eyes and if I try hard to imagine that I smell, the Lily of the Valley. Otherwise, I wouldn't say that there is any flower at all. Although a few minutes have passed already, I still can feel the sour top notes throughout the time, so which becomes a little bit rejecting for me, to be honest. Then in the base we have musk, amber and sandalwood, and here honestly I think that they messed up a little bit with this powdery note. First of all, I do not get any musk at all, and even if it is there, it is in such a small quantity that I almost do not get it at all on my skin. And even if it's there in a small quantity, I still do not get that very clean, very sexy, very skin-like type of musk that I know and that other fragrances have and that I can feel and that I can smell on my skin. This one, I honestly do not get it at all here. I do get a bit of sandalwood though in the dry down. It starts to come up a little bit and it starts to evoke this kind of woody type of vibe, which is kind of okay, I would say, but still I can feel that sour note that starts to irritate me because it's really a very mouth-watering but still very sour and very kind of unripe type of sour taste of a fruit, which doesn't blend nicely with the middle notes, which I do not feel at all. But also I feel a lot of amber here, so probably that's that's the place where the blast of, or the punch, of the powdery note comes from, because it really feels very powdery throughout the entire way from the beginning till the end. So why it is controversial for me then, would you ask? Recently I went to Fragrantica just to check a few reviews about this fragrance, to see what other people tell about this fragrance, what are their opinion. And honestly, I was quite surprised to find out that a lot of people compare this fragrance to Versace Bright Crystal. And in my opinion, I think they do not have anything in common, honestly. I do think that Versace Bright Crystal is a better fragrance, has better quality of the ingredients and better blend of the ingredients, whereas this one feels much cheaper, feels much powdery, and yeah, as I mentioned, I do believe they do not have anything in common at all. So I have no idea why people compare this one to that one. But I will talk about Versace Bright Crystal in another video. Today I'm talking just about this one. And that's why I was saying that it feels to me very controversial why people compare these two fragrances and someone says that this is like a cheaper dupe for that one. In terms of the performance, this fragrance also didn't surprise me at all. Unfortunately, the longevity is quite weak, I would say 2 to 3 hours on my skin. And in terms of the projection or sillage, it's also very weak. People do not quite feel it. So yeah, I would have to reapply it from 2 to 3 hours onto my skin so people can, start to smell it. So here also I would say it's not the best, option. As for the seasonality, I would say this fragrance would be most suitable for summer because it is a fruity kind of fragrance. In the top we have some sour notes of some fruits, and that's why I would say that this would be mostly suitable for hot weather. Overall, as much as I do love a lot of fragrances from Abercrombie and Fitch, unfortunately I'm not a fan specifically of this one. All that I get from this fragrance is a sour slash slight metallic type of taste with a punch of powdery note throughout the time this fragrance is on my skin, and I would say that this fragrance feels cheap and feels to me outdated and very generic. Price-wise, it is a very affordable fragrance. On the date this video is posted, 100 ml cost £25 in the UK. So do I recommend you this fragrance? No. Does it mean that you don't have to have it in your collection? Also no. One thing that I would suggest you is go and try it in the shop before you buy it, so you can kind of see how it opens up on your skin, if you like the top notes, if you like how it projects, if you like the longevity, and overall if you like the blend of the ingredients. Personally myself, it's not my favorite one. I would even say that it's the least favorite fragrance from the entire collection that I have. Unfortunately, as I told you, I have other fragrances from Abercrombie and Fitch that I love a lot and that I use very often. This one, unfortunately, as you can tell, as you can see, it's quite new one. Although I purchased it 2 years ago, I barely used it at all because it's not my favorite one, unfortunately. So there we go, this is my opinion about this fragrance. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and support my videos with a like, as it will help my channel to grow. And don't forget that a fragrance can create a lifelong memories.